Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Because of the paucity of time, I just want a slight deviation in the usual procedure. I'll be showing you the video of an operating plant which is operating on MSW2 energy and compost. And then later on, I'll run through a quick presentation if time permits. Well, you can see this is the plant running at Sholapur, and as Mr. Dhusa has informed you, it's in Sholapur and it's treating 400 metric tons a day. The MSW from the city is received at the weighbridge, and the initial sorting happens here only. Just by the weight, you are able to know whether it contains concrete debris or not. If it contains, then it's summarily rejected, and only MSW with higher quantity of carbon is allowed to come inside. The carbon content ideally has to be about more than 40%. Then we find it. Here, this is the receiving section where it's getting unloaded. Here, the manual segregation takes place. Whatever are the large chunks of concrete debris, rubber, leather, glass pieces, metallic pieces, etc., are separated and then sent to the next stage, where again manual segregation takes place, and people would be separating out by hand all the metallic and glass pieces and non-biodegradable material, which is recycled. Next stage is the pulverization size segregation, where where the higher size material, which are usually the inert materials, which are separated out, and it's hydrogen and water is added, hydrolyzed, and size segregation and reduction takes place. The output of this, what we call is the Maru drum, the output of this drum would be pulverized material which has a size of about minus 40 mm, which goes to the next stage, that is the digestion. Before it goes to digestion, it is whatever metallic pieces, you can see a magnetic separator running over the belt. It separates out all the metallic portions, metallic parts. The next stage is this material gets pumped to the digesters. The digester will be having a height of about 23 meters, and as the material travels down, biodegradation takes place. This plant is based on thermophilic biodegradation, biomethanation, which it operates at about 55 degrees centigrade. Here you can see the pumping station from where the municipal solid waste gets pumped to the top of the digester. As it moves down, the gas is collected at the top, which is tapped and stored in these gas balloons, which is sent to the engines for generation of electricity and then cycling on the state grid. The reject or the undigested portion is drawn from the bottom of the digester, and it undergoes biocomposting. The biocompost passes all the FCO norms. The whole process is closely monitored through DCS and SCADA, and time to time samples are drawn and analyzed for the intermediate compounds, etc., and the stabilization of the digester. We have a well-equipped lab for that. The organic recycling system was incorporated in 2008, and ever since we have been continuously cycling power on the state grid. I'll just run through the introductions. This I've already. I'll skip the I'll skip through the introductions and just these I've already shown you through the video. There were certain challenges faced because this was the first plant of its kind. So there was no belief in the sector whether it would run or not. Yes, we did have a portion of problems, but then we have overcome over them. Certain technological, because it was the first plant based on this technology, so there were certain hookups, but then we have come over them. Then financial, no financial sector was ready to invest into this sector because the earlier players had a bad record. Then there were delays in the statutory organizations too in getting permissions, but somehow we could get hold of those permissions and have the plant running. A sectoral reforms a way forward. We should help this sector to prosper. An encouragement of tipping fee. Yeah. If a tipping fee is paid on the amount of municipal solid waste that is to be treated, then it's going to change the financials a lot. A single window clearance. The urban local bodies should be able to obtain clearances such as the Pollution Control Board and allied. And then mandatory purchase of organic compost from the city waste by fertilizer companies as corporate social responsibility obligations. These are certain orders that we have secured on the basis of the plant which is running successfully, but I won't go through them. But an important aspect I would like to touch upon is decentralization of the solid waste treatment plants. Nowadays, the focus is on treating the solid waste at the source of generation, that is at a colony level, at a building conglomerate level, so that the biogas produced can be utilized in the colony itself, as well as the compost that is generated out of it too can be used in the colony gardens, etc. That's all for now. Thanks a lot.